All right.
Nice.
We got a CPA in the house.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh.
I was trying to point my camera the other way.
I like the long hair.
I'm playing some Sega CD.
Nice. Old
Nice.
retro gaming.
Yep.
You should
I'm
change
all
your
about the
name.
retro gaming.
You should name your... Oh, wow. Intel's making their own ASIC chips? So Intel's going to get in the mining game?
Yeah, I read that yesterday. Yep.
I don't think they will.
You don't think so?
I don't have much hope in it, basically based on their operating ways that they do things. It's like the IBM of old. There's too much bureaucracy with it. They're not going to do it. I would honestly bet on AMD coming out with something before Intel does, even if Intel just announced it.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
I bet Bitmain's crying right now.
So like, what was it? Party. So like, I want to get your opinion on this thing that Chief said the other day, because it honestly like concerns me. Is like, if I want to like get into like big time mining at all. Chief was basically saying yesterday that like a lot of people when they order these Bitcoin miners from China or wherever overseas, a lot of times they've already been used.
Yeah.
And people think they're buying them brand new.
Oh, yep. All the ones I've ever bought, I bought direct from Bitmain for the last like 6 years. All of mine have dust on them. All of them. They've been used, abused, and then we have. That's what China does. China runs them, and then gives us like 3 months or 6 month old product while they're testing out the new miners. Like China runs ASIC mining in general. So
okay, is there nothing that can really be done about that? It's just like, damn, that's a competitive environment you have to be in. That sucks.
No, but we should be happy China banned mining because now they're going to lose this control.
They ban like coal, like certain coal mining. Like they still mine.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, even if they banned it, like, if they're still the manufacturers of the equipment, that's what really matters. So we do want, like, an AMD or an Intel or an NVIDIA to get into the game.
Honestly, I would say that FPGAs are probably a better bet.
Yeah, like, mining is just one sector in this whole thing.
Okay, so the only reason I know about FPGAs at all is because of retro gaming. Because in retro gaming, you can use FPGAs to do, like, instead of, like, what is it, the software, you can do actual hardware emulation.
All you need to understand the difference between an ASIC and FPGA is just how they're built. They basically are designed to do the same thing. ASIC is hardwired to do one task only.
One task,
and then
yeah.
do task core stuff. It's a programmable gate array. That means is that you can reprogram however you want. So you can re-optimize it, you can improve it, and of course there's hardware limitations, but mostly on how you code it. So that's the big difference there. FPGAs are a little bit tougher to deal with because again, you have to, optimize it and code all that. But I was looking at the basic approach, which is kind of like in between.
Is he cutting out? I feel like he's cutting out a little bit.
He was cutting out a little bit, yeah.
It's that Ohio infrastructure. Bad Ohio infrastructure.
Yeah. So, yeah, they, did you hear that I basically said they're using like an ASIC as they're calling it? It's kind of like in between FPGA and ASIC.
Oh, I didn't catch that full part. Yeah, that it's in between. Okay, that makes sense. So you can still program it to do whatever?
Yeah, so I will have to see what they're doing, but the honest truth is I was kind of going to play with the Intel Xeon Phi co-processor that I bought off of eBay just to see what it could do. Because it's got 81 gigahertz Xeon cores in it with 8 gigabytes of RAM dedicated, but it's mostly like you can throw Docker on it and then run Docker completely in that. I was going to use that kind of to co-process and just see what the hell I could do, but yeah.
By the way, you guys follow him? He's got a second account. He got banned, so make sure you follow the second account. It's so crazy. Like, everyone here needs to have a second account. There's no freedom of speech on this app.
So I looked at my creator, like the creator tab, and I have 0 violations. So
yeah.
8 days.
I'm high account.
Yeah.
I'm like high risk.
Man, you don't say stuff that
I
pisses
don't
people
post
off.
anything.
Like,
I am the
I don't
worst.
post. I don't talk about finance. I talk about finance on live streams, but not like video format. So.
like it's when people want to get like political or social or like talk about XRP or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's saying if I get one more warning, my account will get permanently banned. So, like I said, follow me on YouTube, follow me on
I
Facebook.
honestly don't know what he's done with this account to get like. I don't know, man. Like maybe I need to watch more of your videos.
No, like one of them was stupid. I stitched someone else's a lot of the times I get content violations of stitching other people's content. So it's like, how's this my fault? You gave it to me on my live stream. But basically I stitched someone that was cooking and it had a knife and it was like a dangerous act. And then I got in trouble because you know how there's like a girl dancing and then I had the uncle, you know, my uncle says no. Like that one was like bullying. I mean, I don't do them anymore. I only do them on YouTube. But yeah. And like they don't go away. I mean, I got like a couple like when I first created this new account because I wasn't even like serious and they stick with you. Talk crypto buying strategy. I think dollar cost averaging is the easiest way. Just buy a certain amount every day.
Right.
Wait for accumulation and then pick some up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you can't time the bottom.
I have a little fake account, like just for dollar cost averaging with a few $100 in it. But it's like whenever it feels like during once a week, I kind of make a buy, and then I just kind of buy and hold. Like there's certain coins that I just buy no matter what the price is, and I just throw it in a wallet, like Monero and Pivx and a couple others. I don't even look at the price. I just literally say, all right, let's put this much in. Go to the wallet. Don't even think about it. Mind you, with old cell phones, no, don't bother.
It's all a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that Pi network stuff for sure.
Any project that's saying they're going to use your cell phone to mine, scam, red flag. I don't care about if it's this Pi coin or anything. That Pi coin has been talking about, like that thing has been around for like 2-3 years. They've been talking about, oh, it's going to be this thing, you know, doing that or that.
Oh, I didn't know it's been that long. Wow, it's been around that long? That's crazy.
Around 2 or 3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, same.
And it's amazing that it's still going around. And just to tell you, like, just to show how people jumping into crypto don't, I'm not saying all, but a good number don't do research and just jump on the next thing. I have people arguing with me, somebody that's been in the space for years, that I'm like, all the red flags are there with MinePi. I literally explain to them, it's not mining anything, it's airdropping coins, and they're basically taking your data, what it seems like, and selling it, and all of that. Like, all you're really doing every time you hit that button once a day is they're giving you an arbitrary little number in there, and then they're taking permission to do whatever on the device.
I'm just super pissed off of how strict TikTok regulates, but then they have the most scams. Like even YouTube doesn't have as many scammers. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that really bothers me. It's like you're so strict with your creators, but then like the scamming, like they don't do anything. Oh, nice. Invest, trade, simplify.
They don't do anything about anti-Semitism. They don't do anything about the racism I see on here. Like, and I'm not saying like, you know, like there's actual, like I've literally seen like 1930 simplifiers not get violations. Let's put it that way.
Yo, give Trade, Invest, Simplify a follow. I don't know if you guys have seen his content, but I stitch a lot of his stuff and I never get banned. You know, if I just stitched his stuff, I wouldn't get in trouble with TikTok.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is for a while I was getting like blocks from TikTok where it was like, you know, blocking me, and then suddenly it just stopped, and they kind of, I guess, reset my counter, and then now it's starting again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate nature of the
like
beast. But let's see if he wants to come on. I don't know if one of you guys wants to give a spot up so we can let Trade, Invest, Simplify jump on here. I've done only one live stream with him, and it would be nice to do another. You know, get him on one of these live streams. Maybe another time too. He could be busy, so.
Well, I can hop off because just gonna have lunch with my boyfriend, so just wanted to pop in and say hi with you guys. And
Yeah, let's talk more about the miners too. I'm really interested to see this development if Intel actually gets in the game. Like, this is actually really interesting stuff. And
Chief, like, I want to get your thoughts on.
oh, he's leaving. Dang it.
You know, a lot of mixed thoughts on helium mining, and my personal experience, like, I live in a busy part of town, man, like, and I'm not making a lot of money off of helium, and people tell me, well, you need to get an 8 dBi or whatever the heck it's called antenna.
My issue with helium is this. Why the hell should I be forced to buy, basically proprietary equipment from some arbitrary vendor? Technically speaking, what is it, LOAC or LORAC? The technology they use, like literally, if you look in the early documentation, you could buy a Raspberry Pi and a specific hat, make your own for $150, but for some reason they arbitrarily decided, no, we're not going to do that, and they feed a bullshit reason of, well, we have to have the security chip in to make sure that everybody, is mining properly and all that, which that means to me is that you made a shit protocol that can't verify and audit itself, whereas Bitcoin, staking, and everything else does it. So now, like, all these devices are arbitrarily inflated because you have to spend more for a device that there's this artificial, constraint on supply.
But don't you think it's just the Ponzi scheme where, like, the money goes into the miners and they pay off? Like, you buy the hardware, they get the money, right? They create the tokens, they start paying everyone. It's like a Ponzi that works until people stop buying the miners.
And on the hardware side, it feels like a Ponzi for sure. I mean, maybe the network.
Who is using it? It's all future use. It's like people are using helium in the future, but it doesn't make sense. We're gonna have satellite internet. It's like the dumbest concept in the world because we're 3 years away, 5 years away from satellite internet.
Helium is supposed to be working to allow a bunch of smart devices and all that, connect and all that. And I can see where they're coming from at that point. I just think it's a horrible implementation because if you're talking about a system like this, you're going to have people like me. You want to get these arbitrary hardware devices plugged into people's networks, not knowing what's going on there, not isolating that traffic from the rest of the things. I'm looking at it from the perspective of, if I'm connecting any fucking thing to my network, I need to know absolutely 100% what that thing's doing. And if I can't open the hardware up or make my own version, that is an issue with me.
Anyways,
You would hate McDonald's ice cream machines from what I hear about them. I watched this video about why they're always down all the time. But long story short, it's because they make it so difficult, almost impossible for anybody to really service them besides the manufacturer's techs or even just run simple diagnostics.
Yep, the Taylor ice cream machines. But yeah, I'm going to go hop off. I'm going to have lunch with my boyfriend, but I at least wanted to pop in, tell you, YOLO, that, yeah, this is my legit second account. Don't block me.
I was waiting for you to give me your WhatsApp. I mean, that's the easiest way. It's like, if you don't want to get scammed, just don't ever send crypto.
If you want my WhatsApp, it's 310-867-5309. Just ask for Jenny.
Yeah, I got that one. YOLO should have gotten that one. He's old enough.
All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Later, guys. But yeah, and then so by the way too, so I got kind of discovered on YouTube because I posted a short that said helium miners are a scam, and actually I'm happy I posted it because every week new people come and have fun staying poor, ha ha ha, I made so much money on my helium miners, and I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to get monetized. I don't mind being wrong. I just wanted the views.
The anti stuff gets more engagement, more views. I really just discovered that you can on TikTok you can search for videos by keyword and do most liked for a specific period of time. I'm telling you, usually the most liked crypto videos are anti-cryptos, anti-NFT.
Yep, but the anti-NFT hasn't gone. I made some anti-NFT content that hasn't worked. You know what works on YouTube? I mean, you guys are going to laugh at me. I do want to talk about this. I just take either Joe Rogan or Elon Musk. Just take any of their stuff, do a duet, and it gets at least 1,000 views. And then I think you guys saw, I right now have my best TikTok I've made with this new account was me just stitching Elon, and it got 1.3 million views.
Wait, and that's on YouTube or where are you stitching?
On both platforms. So on TikTok, if you look at my pinned TikToks, one of them is just a stitch with Elon Musk, and it's crazy because on Facebook it got over 1 million views, and on YouTube it didn't get over 1 million. I mean, it got maybe like 10,000 or 20,000. But then there's like Joe Rogan ones that get a lot on YouTube.
I am gonna start. I have thought about and am doing that more often. Is
Yeah, you just share other people's content because, like, sometimes I don't want to be a parrot or a monkey and I don't have anything to say, so I'd rather I find someone's content and I just make some stupid faces and get a lot of views.
But even like with the search thing I was talking about, there's like non-English speaking content creators, like, you know, French, Italian, Portuguese.
But you don't need that. We're lucky.
Well enough, but my lady does, and you know, I could kind of like bug her, or some of them are like easy enough to be like, hey, this video is like the price of Bitcoin if you'd have put in 1,000 euros in 2013. Here's how much it would be every year up to the present.
But we're lucky
things like
that most Europeans speak English, and it's like literally the #1 language in the world. And if you're trying to get the most amount of views, it's English, and then the second would be Mandarin. But I mean, who wants a Mandarin audience? I don't know if you can monetize them as well.
I was on this watching this one dude's live that talks about like sustainability, and he was with this other with this lady on there, this young lady. She's got like almost 100K followers, and they're all like Indonesian.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I plan on just doing English only because I do believe in the future. I think we're 5 to 10 years. Oh, I might as well bring this up. So, for example, the dictator's parents don't speak English.
So I'm talking about like duetting a French dude or a French woman and being like in English.
Oh, nice. No, that's cool. I was just gonna say that I don't plan on learning Mandarin because I feel like in the future when I meet Annie's parents, you know, they'll just put on like a Bluetooth, and you know, she'll put on like all those people that bought Rosetta Stones. Like you're getting scammed. In the future, you won't need it. We'll have what is it in Star Wars? You'll have basically a robot that translates for you.
Like protocol droid.
Yeah, dude, how sick would that be? I really want one to travel with me. Like, this is my own personal C-3PO, you know? But he's got to fight. He can't be a wussy.
I'd rather have a robot that like cook, like a Rosie the robot from the Jetsons that like just like cleans and cooks, man.
All right, let's just pretend we're friends for like the next 30 years. I bet you the first person that actually gets a pet robot is Party Finance because he's gonna have the most money, and he'll probably.
The thing is, I've been looking at one. It's gonna cost like 70 grand. I've been actually looking at one.
Dude, you will for sure become famous on TikTok if you have like a.
Boston Dynamic. You can actually buy their robot, but it's like 70 grand, and then like if you want the controller, that's another like 17,000. You want like software, that's like another like. It gets really expensive, but I've been looking into it.
You will get so many views on social media if you get a pet robot. Like, you know, everything is gonna go viral. You know. Especially if you dress it up like a Star Wars looking one.
So I'm trying to come in contact with this company. They do like racing simulators and like fight simulators. I'm trying to get one of these like big ass simulators. And,
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, like when I think, how advanced are robots right now? Like if it's $100,000 robot, would it be basically like the robot from Rocky IV that he gets for his birthday?
So have you seen the Boston Dynamic dog?
No, I haven't. Oh, the dog. Yeah, I've seen the robot dog. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, I think they're selling for like 79,000, but you can't really retail customers can't get it. So, but yeah, it's still an option.
Yeah, better than the Rocky IV robot, I guess.
Yeah.
What are the costs for the simulators? Those flight simulators.
So this company, the base model starts off at like 30,000 and goes up to like $250,000. It is crazy. Like it's.
Yeah, I was gonna guess like 50,000.
Get a race car, the Formula One with like the feedback and everything.
They specialize in F1, and then they just started like flight simulators. Cause I'm learning how to fly next month.
Oh yeah, you had mentioned that before. I remember. Yep.
It'll be pretty fun.
All right, we got to go half on a PJ. You, me, Party Finance. You know, all three of us. We need to get, and he can be our pilot. We got to get a plane. You can get propeller planes though for like 120. It's actually not bad. You know, chop it up 3 ways.
I'm looking at this 5-seater. It's like 2.6 million. Dude, financing a plane is so crazy. Like you can like anyone can get approved technically. So
Really?
Well, I don't want to talk about planes right now because my stock portfolio has gone down like over 6 figures. So I don't want to even think about it right now.
But I was gonna say, like, if you get a plane, are you gonna like get a house in one of those neighborhoods, or like you can only like fly to those neighborhoods?
yeah, so right now I'm thinking of like building a home in the next like 3 years, and if I do like get a bunch of land, like at least I can have a helicopter pad and then like helicopter pad to support.
What's the maintenance on a plane? Because I know that like for people that don't have their pilot license, you have to also hire pilots too, which is annoying.
Yeah, maintenance it depends on what type of plane, but you have to do yearly maintenance, routine maintenance.
I've actually flown
You
a
don't have
plane. I got to go on a private plane and I asked the pilot to let me drive it. And it's just like a car. It's actually super intuitive. It just goes up, down. You can turn. Like I thought it was really easy. I was like, oh, this is like just like the video games. If you played a
I was
flying.
about to ask you, like, how close is it to a video game? Yeah.
It's very, very similar, but you even have more control in real life. Because, like, how a driving simulator, you kind of just drive recklessly and you have less control really in a driving. So just think of it as the same thing, but it's like you're more careful and it's like you actually have a little more control in the real world than in the game.
Nice.
And it wasn't like a nice plane, it was like a propeller plane. So it was cool. We flew to Vegas. It was like 45 minutes because it's like 4 hours driving. And we got to go out of the private airport here, and you land in the private airport in Vegas. So it's like pretty.
I figured it out.
Oh,
How
nice.
do you do it? Do you just double tap?
Yeah, I clicked on like the infinity symbol, and then it let me do the camera. So now y'all can see me play a gun game.
Nice.
Years ago, there was a kid that learned to fly planes from video games, and he actually stole a plane. There you go.
Yeah, that was on. I can't remember what that documentary was, but he crashed and died.
By the way,
down 51% in DraftKings. This is my.
I completely sold out. Why are you holding the bag on that? I sold. I have 1 share of DraftKings, or maybe I have 10. I might have 10 shares, but that's it.
I just don't sell any losers. I just sell my winners, and then like I don't do the tax loss harvesting. So I just.
I'm so glad though, because literally I do the opposite where when I sell, I always keep 1 share so I can see my last price I had on it. And like right now, like I have a ton of stocks. I completely sold down to 1 share and they're like bleeding red. And I'm like, wow, like the one regret is I didn't sell more. I mean, because remember I was trying to basically sell all my losers at the end of the year and then buy back in 30 days. I should have also been selling my winners too. Like looking back.
Yeah. We'll be back right around now. Like, because Christmas was like the 25th, so a couple days.
Well, the market was already going down. The best was like the beginning of December is when I started selling. That was like I was selling ARK for 120. Like, dang it, I should have sold all of it, or at least gone down to 1 share. I still have, yeah, I still have only 20 or 30 shares.
It's gonna recover, man, or like, how do you think?
I'm looking to buy back in, so I think it's just it's a short-term pain, and like I think ARK will recover, but like to hold the bag, if you have a large position, I just feel bad for you. I think the best way to do it is, if you, like I was telling everyone last year, yeah. So last year you need to be selling your losers to get the deduction. And like this year, if I had ARK right now, I would sell up to $3,000 to get the tax deduction and then just wait 30 days and buy back in. And like, I'm pretty sure ARK won't be back to 120 and get some Apple.
$71.
But I think there's going to be an Apple correction. Actually, no, dude, I don't think so. I think like right now, Apple goes down to 150 and then it hits 200. I saw their AR glasses.
I'm kept on waiting for Apple to go to 130 for a while.
I don't think it will.
130.
I don't think so. Because it actually has a legit PE. Those monopoly companies, they actually have like a real price to earning ratio. Like all the other companies are like 100 PE, I think 200. Disney's like 155 PE right now or something crazy.
Even Disney? Damn.
Yeah. Well, because also their theme parks shut down. So like the numbers are kind of whack.
Yeah.
Apple's my retirement plan.
That much money from movies because nobody's going into movie theaters. People went to the theaters to go watch Spider-Man, but that was about it.
Yeah, they just need to get into NFTs. If Disney starts selling digital assets, they don't have to manufacture crap in China anymore and create pollution.
They got the beauty NFTs or whatever the hell they're called.
Like, I'm gonna convince my kids, like, if I have kids, I'm gonna convince them, like, no toys, none of that, dude. I'm just gonna give them, like, a phone and be like, you just accumulate digital stuff. Because it never goes away, and you're not creating... Yeah. Is that wrong? Like, I don't want them to play toys. Toys are stupid. Like, here's a smartphone, start creating content. Go. Go. Go create content on whatever you want.
Well, I'll tell you what I think is a good idea for kids. Like, early on in, they need to get into, like, creating stuff on Minecraft, Roblox, whatever the hell it is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, in the past, you would give them, like, art. You would give them toys and all that stuff. But it's like, now I feel like it's all software and it's all digital. I mean, they can still do sports, you know? Like, sports are still legit. But when it comes to, like, creativity, I'd want them to go with a smartphone, take pictures, do the photo editing, do some Photoshop, create an NFT. Like, I don't want them to, like, paint with their hands. That's, like, worthless. You can't make money with this, or you take a picture of it. You paint with your hands, take a picture of it, and make it an NFT. It could sell for millions.
230 is less than I paid for. I like NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA would go to like 300. My price target's 285.
My average NVIDIA is 210, but the problem was it was like 80 or 90, and I started buying at 300, so I messed up my beautiful average. So it went from like $90 average to 210. So if NVIDIA goes under 210, I'm losing money, and that's probably when I'm going to start buying. Like, I already have enough NVIDIA. I probably should have sold a little bit, but I'll buy more if it hits 210. I'm trying to accumulate right now more Amazon. I think Amazon is like the most undervalued out of all of them. What are your guys' thoughts on Amazon?
What's Amazon priced at right now?
Like 2,800.
Yeah, if it's under 3,000, yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, so I got a bullish pattern, a bullish deep crab. Target 1 is 32.80.
And I'm bullish on Netflix. It's got to recover because people don't realize that Netflix is also going to get into gaming. They already win the content wars, like, out of all the streaming services.
Is Netflix going to get into gaming?
Yes, they are. Yep. And you don't have to.
And then, like, they stopped. Like, they were like doing the CDs. Like, back when they were doing DVDs, you can get like the CDs of games.
But anyways, they're gonna get into gaming. They're gonna compete. So I'm bullish on Netflix.
But gaming now, like, my games, like, I just download them onto my Xbox. I don't buy the CDs. So, like, it'll be interesting.
I do ROMs and emulators. I never pay for my games. ROMs and emulators. I've played. This is how old school the games are too. Shining Force. I've played that game a gazillion times. The Final Fantasies, because I have a Super Nintendo simulator, so I do like Chrono Trigger, and it's all on my phone. How much Netflix content do you watch? A lot, because Annie, okay, Annie, this is the best way not to spend money. Annie always wants me to go out. I'm like, nope, we're gonna eat at home and we're gonna watch Netflix. And we're gonna buy more Bitcoin. I would buy both. I think Amazon and Ethereum.
Art stacking up on my walls now.
You should consider selling some or getting loans against them, because you have like a legit portfolio.
Yeah, I think I was mentioning there's that DAO called Rat DAO. They're looking to buy a Banksy.
Oh, so, I got one worth it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I actually want to sell this, so.
Yeah, Netflix raised the prices.
Man, you should hook up with them, Rat DAO. Just like hop on their Discord or something, be like, so I heard y'all are looking to buy a Banksy.
It doesn't matter how much.
Oh, yep. We're buying a Banksy, 100% raised.
That's awesome.
All right, learn more. Discord. All right, I'm in their Discord.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that Ryu is cool. Nice, Street Fighter. That's one of my favorites.
Yep.
But yeah, I think
less people are like me where they care about like the hardware. And even though I have the hardware, I'm not about to spend all this ridiculous money on like the original software. Like the old cartridges, man, they're getting expensive. Like,
no, get the ROMs, dude. You can play.
Like an original Shining Force is probably a couple $100.
Yeah, but you can just download the ROM for free on your phone, and it's a better experience on your phone than the console. It's easier to play it.
People that buy the original stuff is because they want, the collector, experience. And I don't know if it's a better experience than on the console, man. Like, I'm playing on an original, like, CRT television.
Google's another one
Like that.
I'm gonna buy because, like, you're right that when it comes to content, actually Google's the number one I consume. I consume YouTube the most, and I have a Google Premium. But I mean, in California, it's literally $100 to go eat out, you know, because most restaurants are kind of pricey with tips and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, even if Netflix raises the price $10 and Google raises it $10, I'm gonna pay it just because, like, you save so much money when you don't leave your house.
Yep.
So, and once again, the market is crap right now. Like, if the market recovers, maybe I wouldn't, you know, I would.
I'll give you 10% if they buy this.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Who are you fighting? Is that Ryu? Console is better, yeah, but the problem with the console is you get a blow on it, and, like, I don't know, all my consoles barely work. I have to, like, kick it like 7 times to get it to barely, like, turn on and work. So
What you can do now, you can talk. You know how you talked about how you can download all the games.
Was the
Well,
blowing
they have
on it?
Cartridges that you can put SD cards in them. So they have cartridges that you can put in original hardware and play all those games you downloaded. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. These are all games that I downloaded, but I'm playing them on an original Sega Genesis. Oh.
How's it going?
Nothing much, just listening to you guys and playing Xbox.
Did you ever blow on the cartridges? Like, did that work, or was that just, like, stupid? Like, did blowing on the cartridges really work? Is there any science behind that? Like, what, you get rid of the dust?
You just got the dust out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
They should create another one. They should create another console that you purposely have to blow to make it work. Just for nostalgia.
It's like you got a DUI, you have to blow it to your game console for it to work.
By the way, my favorite character is Zangief, dude.
What's
He
good with
sucks,
Mardi
though.
Gras, man? Oh, you're not Chief Jeremy. What's good with the Mardi Gras, man? What you got planned? Oh, Jerry the car guy. Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
Yeah, you're mixing them up. What state are you in?
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, you're not in Louisiana. What state are you in, Jarrett?
Illinois.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
You should go hang out with Tabrizi. Have you ever done a live with Tabrizi?
I have not.
Oh, dude, he's so entertaining.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man. He likes to gamble.
For sure.
Oh, God.
But okay, so what are you guys doing right now in this market? Are you just holding for dear life? Are you trying to raise any cash? Like, I think I'm gonna sell stuff. I'm legit gonna do like a sale and just sell all my old stuff, my old clothes, everything, just to raise cash. That's like how hardcore I am. Like, I'm buying the goods.
Actually, one thing that I was doing, and I kind of like want to ask Party about it too. So I am looking for like NFTs. That might be a good deal. But what I want to ask Party about is like, what do you think, like, in a true bear market, like the idea of people going to like some of these blue chip NFTs to be like, oh yeah, like everything's going down, but I'm gonna get one of these really good NFTs that people are gonna hold on to. Because in prior bear markets, there really wasn't that idea. It was like, oh, we're either going to like sell or go straight to Bitcoin and get rid of all our alts. So what do you think of this new idea of like the blue chips NFTs, maybe people going to them in a bear market?
I think it's going to be for sure. Because, like, I've seen just, like, within my NFT portfolio, like, I'm up 40% in the last 24 hours on some of my NFTs. Because, like, they're just pumping.
Wait, hold on. So when the crypto market crashes, NFT values go up? That doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm getting at, man. Some of them will.
It's manipulation, guys. It's manipulated. It's not a true free market.
Yeah, dude, it's people going to the stuff they believe in.
But it's also, you have a limited number of NFTs, right? So technically, like, yeah, you are pumping up this market, but, like, everyone, they know what they're doing. Like, I know, like, if people who know what they're doing, they're buying the NFTs in this market. Certain NFTs, I like just...
You can't stake an NFT. I can stake my Bitcoin. It's like the best collateral. You can? What do you get paid in? Another NFT? What do they pay you in? Another NFT?
Dude, sometimes Ethereum, sometimes another token. Sometimes you have NFTs. Yeah.
All right, I'm being a boomer. You're right. You're right. You know what? This is why I go live with you guys. You're right. I'm being a boomer. NFTs are like the new thing. They just sound like helium miners.
But look, check it out.
They're risky as heck, dude. Like, they're super risky.
So
Yeah.
this is one
Does
of the wallets.
Ethereum-
I bought a bunch of these bulls, right?
And they're all
And because
Ethereum
I-
based, right? Because also I wanted to know, like, is there like Solana NFTs that are worth a lot of money? It's all the expensive ones are
Yeah.
Ethereum, right?
Yeah, you can get Solana NFTs. So
What's
for
the
every
percentage?
three that I had, I got a free one of these, and these right now are like 1,300, 1,400 a piece. I got 3 of them for free.
And they're all based on Ethereum, right? Right now, everything you have.
I have some on Solana. Like I have the
What
Melania
percent?
Trump NFT on Solana.
And, well, I have some on Elron, Terra Luna.
But right now, what is it? 80% Ethereum, like the most expensive NFTs, the ones that are $1,000 or more of value. What blockchain are they on?
Ethereum. They're gonna.
Yeah, that's
So when is that gonna
$1,000
change?
NFT really
Is it-
ain't crap, so, man.
Like, do you think in a year there might be another blockchain where they have more NFTs that are like over $1,000 on? Like, what would be the competitor?
So I don't get. So when NFTs first came out, like all these crypto projects were like running to create because like they saw the amount of like volume and new capital coming. So that's why like you have ADA and like all these other coins coming out with their own NFT marketplace. So
Right.
they all might just so they can have like more attraction for like investors. Like, hey, look, we have NFTs you could buy with our coin on our platform. But I don't think it's gonna be like that big of a deal.
I'm actually
Yeah, like even XRP has NFTs, man. It's just like DeFi and NFT really brings in that value locked. You know, people bringing in the money to the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Whether that specific ecosystem needs DeFi or NFTs, that's a different question, you know?
By the way, my favorite stage was breaking the car. The breaking of the car was the best, especially if you had Chun-Li. Or E Honda. You just go, it was so easy.
No, I didn't have Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li and E Honda, man.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'm actually logging into crypto.com on my laptop for the first time to look at NFTs because I've never been. This is like a new
so
territory for me.
so when is Coinbase going to have it? So Crypto.com has an NFT marketplace, but Coinbase still hasn't done it.
They don't even have it on that phone app. They just have it on the website.
By the way, Coinbase went under 20 PE. You can now buy it under $200, and the PE of Coinbase right now is under 20. That's crazy for a tech company, right? Like, I feel like that's one of the best buys that you can get.
Yeah. I really need to buy a lot more to like kind of help my average cost.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sell the ones I don't believe in. I think that the lesson for me is I'm gonna probably pick in this like market crash like 10 like companies or maybe like 5 cryptos I really believe in and just get rid of the rest. What's the point of having small bags? And then just focus all your capital on the ones you have the highest conviction. Oh, by the way, I have Google Stadia. I love it. I don't play Halo. You can play the other one. Oh, it's not Overwatch, is it? Destiny. It's Destiny.
Gears of War?
No, Destiny. I like Google Stadia because it was like $20 for the plugin. And like I played Cyberpunk on it and it doesn't have any bugs. I know the other consoles have like bugs when it comes to playing Cyberpunk. And I feel like my favorite RPG is Cyberpunk. I want to be the first one. I'm going to beat Party Finance. I want to be the first one with like robotic implants. Like I either want robotic legs so I can dunk or just one robotic hand. Because like no one's going to fight you if you got a metal hand. Are you kidding me? Like you'll destroy everyone.
That's hilarious.
Because a lot of people, when they throw punches, they break.
So you can like run super fast too.
Yeah. But like think about it. If you throw punches, you can break. You know, it's really easy to break your hand. But if it's like you got a robotic hand made of metal, like good luck. Like no bouncer's going to mess with you, you know. I want the fake eye too. Because you know when you get old, your eyes are going to be bad. So I want the fake like T1000 eye so I can scan everything. And I plan on being as little human as possible and like as much machine when I'm old.
Like, yeah, have the eyes that automatically like connect you to the internet so you can see like data, like the real Google Glass. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they said they're gonna do contacts. Apple is gonna do contacts with augmented reality, so that's gonna be a cool start. But yeah, eventually you'd want your eye to be replaced, and with like Neuralink, you could probably do it in the future. So.
I think lungs. Well, I don't have to get COVID anymore.
Yeah, exactly. No, like we're all making stupid jokes. Okay, so I know people because I live in nearby San Diego, and you're in like San Diego's kind of like the mecca of biotech. And so I had like a couple of these really high up biotech people that work for big, biotech companies saying like, you just have to live for the next 20 years. Because if you can make it past, so what is that, like 2040, it's going to be crazy, especially if you obviously have the money of like what kind of medical technology will be available. And then like, by the time you get to like 2060, 2070, it's like, it is believable that, you can choose whether you want, organic or, robotic body parts.
What was that old TV show called in the 70s? Like the $6 Million Man, or what was it?
Oh, I'm too young. I don't remember that.
Well, yeah. Damn, I don't remember. Do you remember the Bionic Woman?
By the way, would any of you guys be okay with being uploaded to the metaverse and then you're technically immortal, but then you're out of the real world? And like that means all your family members, whoever you want, can visit you in the metaverse. Like you literally can like go to that.
I mean,
But then you run the risk of being tortured. Because if you're uploaded, that's hilarious. But if you're uploaded to the metaverse, you could be tortured. Think about it, because you can never die, and someone could just put you in a prison for like eternity, and then you have to just sit in your
mental prison, right?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Technical support that.
No, you're trapped. Can you imagine that happening to you? You get uploaded to the metaverse, you can never exit, and you're just like in a 4 box room. You can never starve, so you just feel hungry all the time. Oh my god. It's like a Black Mirror episode.
It's like that Black Mirror episode. Yep, exactly like that.
I'm modding on GTA 4 now. I'll figure it out.
You got to make sure if you're uploaded to the metaverse, somewhere on the metaverse, you have like a self-destruct button. If you don't, you're screwed. Like that's the one thing I got to make sure when I get uploaded to the metaverse. Like I want a self-destruct button just in case.
So is the metaverse, is it happening now, or is this like a future thing still?
Future thing. I mean, you could like say like Roblox, or what is it, the stupid one that people play, Minecraft, but it's not even 3D yet. It's not even 3D. What's up, Omar?
I'm starting to question whether the metaverse is really going to take off, because if you really think about it, we've had the virtual reality equipment for how many years? 5, 6, 7 years?
But it's getting really good. If you go to CES, Las Vegas, it's like the technology thing. You can go on YouTube and watch it. They now have haptic feedback, so you can feel warm, you can feel cold. They have like a 3-dimensional treadmill, so you can literally walk through the thing. It's crazy. So like give it like 10 to 20 years, just like how like for all the bio stuff, it's probably 20 years in the future. I think like virtual reality in 10 years will make just look at the original Nintendo and then look at like 10 years, like what it turned into, and then look at 20 years, And I think it's the same with VR.
It's going to have to be some sort of augmented reality, because you're not going to get kids to stay home to play with this stuff, because they all have cell phones. They're all going to go around outside. They're not going to do this.
For sure. So yeah, my old account got banned, guys. Kind of stinks. But I'm gonna hit the road. Do one of you guys want to host? I'm gonna hit the gym. So if one of you guys wants to host, that would be great. Yes, no, maybe. Got quiet.
All right, I'll host.
Okay, cool. Party Finance is hosting. All right, I'll see you guys on Party Finances Live.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you, YouTube, for watching. See you later.